Alright, welcome to Death by Dragons. I am here in Dan King's house. And you never guess who's here? It's only Dan King!
Yeah, I am. I used to think I am. I might be, anyway.
So, Dan, thanks very much. I really appreciate you inviting me to your house to play you.
That's okay.
Those of you who don't know who Dan King is, maybe don't play Kings of War? I don't know. So Dan is...
I am a bit over the hill these days, to be honest.
You reckon?
So maybe, yeah.
So, lead rules committee, rules judge, the Dark Lord himself.
All sorts of things. Yeah, a bit of variety. Chris Morris is actually running the rules committee this year.
Is he?
We've got a busy year talking about things we can't talk about. So.
Can't talk about nothing at all. Definitely not.
No.
Just to watch his eyes, we say things like version 3?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, fair enough. I tried. These are all Dan's trophies, by the way, behind us. We've got Lone Wolf champion. We've got what we've got. Northern King's Coming Storm overall winner. We've got a unit that's misplaced. Top Banana from Blue City Brawl.
Yeah, Clash of Kings 3 years on the row.
3 years in a row. What a man. So today we're going to play a 2,000 point battle. It's going to be my still not finished Ratkin against Dan's not finished
Empire of Dust.
Empire of Dust half finished. So
yeah,
a few proxy bases, but the models are really nice. So that being said, let's get on with it. Let's take a look at the army lists.
Oh yes.
Alright then, the army lists. It's 1995 points. I think I might have said 2k in the video. It's 1995 because I think that's a tournament Dan's going to. So these are my Ratkin. You will notice this is not... Well, it is actually Ratkin. This is a Veermin picture. I haven't managed to get hold of a Ratkin picture yet, and I didn't like using GW pictures, so... Rats. This is what my army's made out of after all. So this is my list at 1995. So it's 2 regiments of tunnel slaves, a horde of shock troops with the brewer's sharpness, a horde of blight with blessing of the gods. That's where my 5 points went down. Normally it's strength. Well, on this current list it's strength. So blessing of the gods to give them elite. I've got a troop of hackpaws, and then I've got 2 hordes of tunnel runners and a night terror. So together they form the formation turbo runners, which gives the tunnel runners fury and the night terror rally 1. I got 2 weapon teams, both of whom have got the storm of lead, adding piercing. I got a warlock with Bane Chant 3 and the Inspiring Talisman. I have a Swarm Crier with the Loot of Insatiable Darkness, and a Demon Spawn with wings, because why not? That's my rats. So on to Dan's Empire of Dust. So another not great image, but these are mummies. So this is the only Empire of Dust image I could. If you have an Empire of Dust image that you would like to send to me, by goodness me, please do send it to deathbydragonsbr@gmail.com. Thank you. So 1990 points. This is Dan's fluffy Empire of Dust list. His words, not mine. So he has a troop of skeleton warriors with the banner of the Griffin, 3 hordes of enslaved guardians, one of whom has healing brew, a regiment of scavengers, 1 soul snare, 2 bone dragons, Mortibris the necromancer, and Apathis the champion of death. So breaking this down, it's 3 giant hordes of -17 large infantry, 3 dragons, a ridiculous necromancer, and then some flying chaff and a troop that he's, I'm assuming, going to try and hide the entire battle to give everyone rally. Okay, let's have a look at the battle. Do you know what? Nightmare. Good fun. So this is the battlefield. Small human's hands in the top left there. Very nice to see. So this is what we played on. It's 2 height 2 hills. We have 2 height 4 forests. We have 2 height 4 buildings, which are pretty much a non-event because they're outside of the battle where most of the battlefield take place, I want to say. We have a couple of sets of height 1 walls and 2 little bits of height 0 difficult terrain. So the scenario that we rolled was, I think it's called Scavenge. It's the one where there's a 3-point token, 2 2-point tokens, and 4 1-point tokens, and you put them to the 3-point tokens in the middle, and then we place them in turns. So let's take a look at where those tokens went down.
Okay, so we have rolled Ransack, so let's just see where the objectives are. We have a 3-point objective in the middle, and then the green ones are 2 points. So we have 2 2-point objectives, one here and one over here. And there's a 1 point here on the side of the woods, another 1 point here behind the hill, and then the other 2 1-point ones over here on the right hand side of the board. Yeah.
Oh, ready.
There we go, that's the board. Okay, we are deployed. So, Dan, talk us through your army.
So a little bit of proxy. So
All
there's
right.
3 hordes of Guardians here.
Yep.
These obviously will have more models when they're finished.
Yep.
Skeleton troop with the Griffin banner.
Yep.
Mortibris. The horrible Soul
Soul Snare?
Snare, yes. 2 Bone Dragons
Oof.
and Apophis, Pappy,
Happy?
and some Scavengers.
Some scavengers in the back.
That seems to be it. It's quite small.
That's 1995 of hideous Empire Dust.
I could do with a few more units, Trevor.
Maybe not. Okay, and then on my side, we have got the still unpainted Hackpaws. Sorry about that. The now painted Tunnel Runners behind them, and that is my Demon Spawn with a Night Terror. There is a Horde of Blight, who have got a little bit less stealthy than last time, still not painted. We have Tunnel Slave with the Shock Troops behind them. There is a Standard Bearer hiding there. 2 weapon teams, now painted, yay! A Warlock and the other Tunnel Runners, and that is 1995 Rats.
Very nice.
Thanks, man.
Alright, so I won the roll-off to go first. And I elected to go first. Now that's a bit of a risk when you're doing an objective battle because what you want is to be able to hop onto the objectives in the very last turn. But when you're faced with such a lot of speed 10 threat, so his 2 Bone Dragons, okay, they're shambling, but Apophis isn't shambling, and he's got some Scavengers as well. I know he's going to just jump forward and pop things behind because that's literally what I'm going to do, or what I would do if I didn't have 3 dragons facing me. I wanted to kind of be aggressive, essentially, get as far forward as possible to make him kind of have to react to me rather than the other way around. So that's why I chose to go first. Having said that, the way he's deployed all 3 dragons in a block, which is incredibly difficult to deal with. So I thought I would just try and either split that threat or do something about it. So first thing I did was move forward my Hackpaws and Tunnel Runners just enough to be outside of 20, so he can't charge them with his dragons, which means I'm in a slightly forward position, I suppose. I don't mind him charging my Scavengers. In fact, the Scavengers were within 20. I'm perfectly happy for him to charge them. But I didn't want him... no, that's right. I want him to charge the Scavengers so I can then hop over, I suppose, or react to that. Not Scavengers, sorry, Hackpaws. But I don't want him to charge anything else. So that's as far as I move them forward, just to kind of draw him out as far as possible. I don't think it's going to work because it's Dan, but you never know. So then the Demon Spawn, which does outpower all of his dragons, but not 3 of them at once, hops over to the side to kind of give it a more sweeping field of view, and the Night Terror moves up as well. So I don't want any of those to be charged, but I'm happy for him to charge the Hackpaws. I'm equally happy for him to charge the Blight because they've got Ensnare, and the 2 Bone Dragons only hit on 4s. So I'm fairly certain, I can withstand most charges with them. So I moved them up as far as I could out of the difficult terrain, which is 6. And the same with these Tunnel Slaves, who could only move 6 as well. However, these Tunnel Slaves, with the Swarm Cry to support them, I moved them full 12 because A, I don't care if anything kills them, and B, none of those hordes, which are large infantry, can see them over the hill. Maybe the left-hand one can, but I don't think it'll reach. And even if it charged them, that's great. I'm mainly interested in splitting up his force because the strength of it is obviously it's 2 big blocks, and anything they hit together is going to evaporate. And then everything else, so the Shock Troops move up behind, so they're my punch, basically, my hammer. So I need them. Most of my army is designed around getting them into position to hit things. 2 weapon teams, I moved up a little bit with the Warlock, which I then moved over to try and shoot something. So I tried to get him in range of the Soul Snare. I don't think I managed it, but we'll see. And then the other Tunnel Runners, I moved up onto the hill to give a nice field of view over the battlefield. They're only speed 8, but I moved them their full 8 so I could turn them once and give them a nice view across the battlefield. So yeah, so if he does choose to charge anything or move anything forward, he's going to get a Tunnel Runner in the side. So that was my turn 1. Let's take a look at the shooting.
Okay, that's turn 1 done. So I haven't got a lot of shooting. So because I'm bad at positioning, this Warlock will shoot these guys with cover. So they're just within 24, but they're going to go over the Shock Troops.
So cover and stealthy.
Cover and stealthy, but it's lightning bolts with still 5s, right?
Yes.
So it's 5 on 5s and their defense 5? Yep, 5s and 4s. So here we go. That's 1.
I haven't, darling. She must be
And-
about somewhere.
Nope. And then the demon will lightning bolt the casket.
Who's stealthy?
Stealthy, so 5s. Is the casket stealthy?
Yeah.
Outrageous. So 5s, 2. And defense 4. Can't remember. Where's the list behind you?
Let's have a look. Souls, yes, defense 4.
Defense 4, so 3s. 2 wounds.
Ah, damage.
Alright,
Damage.
so that's it. So let's do the nerve on the soul snare.
I think it's dash 15.
So nothing.
It is, yes.
Right, that's the end of my turn. 1.
Alright, so Dan's turn 1. Not a very exciting turn, but turn 1s rarely are, I find. So, he moved his scavengers through the dragons to shield them, is exactly what I would do. And then he moved up, so there's not enough room for all 3 dragons to fit behind them, but 1 bone dragon and Apathis do fit behind them, so he's happy to have this there, and the other one's behind the woods. So that blue base is where the dragon is, but the wings don't quite fit. And then the soul snare moves up here, ready to drain some life, and I assume heal its 2 wounds. And then these 2 hordes of guardians have moved up, one onto the hill and one next to the hill with the little skeleton regiment or troop. Skeleton troop with the banner behind them. And then the other one moved up just slightly less, so it's outside of the charge range of the Tunnel Runners. And that is turn 1 for the Empire of Dust.
Okay, you ready? This is down to turn 1.
Let's do it.
Let's do it!
Okay, so a bit of shooting. So wind blast 5 from these onto the wheels.
Rude.
So
What?
5 successes. Needed 1 to get them out of range, so 5 will do, I guess.
Okay.
Fine. So I know I'm quite as big a threat.
Bruce.
So this one
Yep.
will go on the what are we called? The
Shock troops.
Shock troops. Yes, those.
Does Wind Blast take cover?
No.
No, it doesn't, does it? Someone has
So
make sure she's there.
1. And then I'm going to do the other one as well.
Okay,
so
go for it.
Don't worry about it. 3 more, so 4 in total.
And back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, it's got little marks on it.
Yeah.
That's handy. See how long we can keep those in the difficult terrain for. Okay. Drain life 10 on this war engine. So 4s. Wasn't quite up to what I was hoping for.
4.
Yep.
That's 4.
Missing 1. 3 damage.
Okay, 3 damage on this war engine.
Yep.
There we go.
And
It's a 9-11 at the moment.
is there anything else? No. So just test on that.
Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's wavered.
With it, I'm happy with that. That's fine. And your turn 2.
Right, you are.
Right then, my turn 2. So, one thing I did spot was that he left a line of sight from my hack paws into his soul snare. So I was able to zoom across the table, and I did consider it, because basically I'm throwing this unit away. It's going to get smashed next turn. But the soul snare has the opportunity to be really annoying for a really long time. So I thought if I can shut it down for 1 turn, I might be able to get in the next turn and kind of take it out. So that went in there. And also, my Night Terror was within charge range of his unit of scavengers. It's another speed 10 flying unit. It's really annoying. It's low nerve. I might be able to wipe out in a single turn, which kind of gets rid of the shield from his dragons. So I think that's worth taking out. And now I was left in a bit of a quandary what to do with my 2 units, because I've got my Tunnel Runner unit, which is kind of, it's a bit like a Brock rider, isn't it? It's pretty powerful, but it's quite fragile. It's a 14-16, and I've got my Demon Spawn. So I kind of was aware that what he could do with Apathis was effectively fly him 20. So he could land in this big space behind my Blight with no line of sight. So I've turned my Demon so that no matter where he puts Apathis, I'll be able to charge it with a Demon next turn. However, it was difficult to do. You've got 3 dragons facing you. It's quite difficult to kind of deal with that threat, and I wanted to kind of get up in their face as quickly as possible. So I just kind of turned them both, so there was enough line of sight across the battlefield. It's a choice, but we'll see how that turns out next turn. The Blight moved up into the woods because now not only will they be charging into a snare, if anyone charges into them, it's going to be in snare and hindered. So hitting on 6 is not good. And I moved these slaves up to kind of level with them, and then moved the shock troops forward. And then with these ones, I moved the Warlock back behind them. I did this so they couldn't be wind blasted back. I actually haven't put the movement on, but you can see the standard bearers there behind the slaves as well. So neither of those can be wind blasted back from the unit that's right in front of them. Oh, there you go. I did put it. So the standard bearer moved over here to sit behind them. Then this unit of slaves charged the enslaved guardians in the middle, so they can't now wind blast. So there's only one wind blasting unit left, which is good. The middle weapon team is stuck because he's wavered, but this other one can move over, and I moved him over here so that he could be 12 inches away from that unit on the right, but not within 12 inches of charge range, so he can't be charged. And then the other tunnel runners moved up, so also out of charge range, but also more importantly far enough forward that they can't be wind blasted out of charge range, so something's going to go down next turn. Yeah, so that was my movement for turn 2.
Alright, so turn 2, after that indeterminably long movement phase, which Dan was very patient is.
Yeah.
Ian, thank you. So, weapon team's going to shoot these bugs, whatever they're called.
Yes, Guardians.
10 on 5, and then 4. That's 5, right?
Yep, normally on 4s, do we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's a breath attack, isn't it? That is terrible.
1 hit.
Will
Will it be a wonder?
Nope.
No, no wonder.
So, not great. We will Bane Chant the slaves. Come on, slaves!
No.
Failed. We will Lightning Bolt. What's the morale? Can we Lightning Bolt? Lightning Bolt, a dragon. Let's choose
From who, sorry?
this guy. Oh, so I wonder what he can reach.
Is it a range? Might be.
24, so I think he can reach...
Yes.
Can you reach that dragon?
Oh, have you
That's
got
the
it?
edge of
It's
his
just
space.
out, actually.
Just
Yeah,
out.
just
So,
out.
meh. I guess we'll Lightning Bolt then. Nothing else I can do. On 5s again.
Yep.
And 4s. Equally poor.
Mm.
1 again. I'm going to change dice. Yay! A point of damage!
Did damage them. So now they've got something to life leech.
Yay!
Excellent.
And then the demon will Lightning Bolt.
How dare he?
How much life leech is... Apathy's got life leech?
Yes.
And the dragons?
The whole army's got life leech.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. What's the point in even living? So, do you notice I rolled 10 dice then for 5 lightning bolts?
Yeah, that's quite good.
It didn't even... I have to have something for Grant Alexander to point out where I've cheated. Otherwise he gets disappointed. I don't like to disappoint him. He's such a nice man. Apathis then. Let's lightning bolt. Why not?
So, I've got... Is that large inventory? So I've got cover?
Yeah. They're large infantry, aren't
Oh yes, yeah. So I've definitely got cover.
they? Everyone's got cover. There's no matter what I do,
Cover
from something.
everybody.
So let's... Why not? 5s.
Yeah.
The right... Correct... There's
No.
no point in even living. Alright, some combat. So exciting.
Yes, combat.
So we'll do this one on the casket first. So we've got 24 attacks.
Yes. I foolishly let them be charged by a fraction of an inch. Silly me. Or was it foolish? Because now there's no shield anymore.
Yeah, it is a thing. But I thought you don't really want to miss it. 24 attacks on...
5s.
They already hit on 4s? Are they 4s normally?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're 5s now.
Yeah.
5s and then it's nothing. So 5s and 4s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've hit more than once this time.
Are they vicious? I can never
They
remember.
are vicious, yeah.
Wow. Just have to consult the rule book, or as I call him, Daniel King. Sorry about this. Right, 5s. Ah. And 4s with vicious.
Yeah.
Well, that's pointless. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds.
I mean, that was pretty much your average, to be honest. 4 or 5 with the vicious potentially.
So dash 15. So I
Yeah,
could
11
kill
to
it.
pop twice.
That's not it.
Not 11.
So I will just stay there-ish, or
So you go
bounce
there.
and back a bit this way.
I can go back actually as well.
So let's go there.
Yeah. Yeah, then you bounce to the inch, so yeah, there. Fine.
Something dies next.
Yeah, fine.
But they are disordered, which was the point. So this guy into your scavengers.
Yes. What's his name?
Night Terror.
Alright.
So he's got 5 on 3s and crush 2. So 3s and 2s.
So that's into my scavengers. We'll build models at some point.
So 3 and 2s is 3 wounds.
Oh, okay. Solid.
He's good. I wasted him here just for shenanigans.
Okay.
And
So the scavengers are 10-12, so 7 to waver. You have popped them. Roll again.
It's a 9.
Oh wow, you've popped them again.
Okay.
Easy kill. Honestly, I didn't think you'd get that, needing a 9 twice.
Go Night Terror! You the man, or thing.
That's what we get for using proxies.
All proxies die first. That's the rule of games.
That's it.
He's now a little bit terrified, but I don't think he's going to really do anything. He'll just kind of... Maybe we'll back up D3. Why not?
For the night is dark and full of terrors.
Not for long for this guy. There we go. And then the slaves. Go slaves! I love a slave. We've got 12 attacks on 5s and 5s.
Slave loveliness. Oh, they're up for it.
I tell you what, my slaves are always up for it. We
yes.
whip them good in the Rat Kingdom.
Yeah.
4 on 5s.
Any 5s to damage? Oh, they changed my mind.
I didn't actually yellow belly them in the first place, so let's quickly do that first. Sorry.
Oh, right.
And they're fine. So
Fine.
we're supposed to yellow belly slaves because I'm a poor player. That's it. That's the end of my turn 2. That was fun.
Alright, so Dan's turn 2. The first thing he did was to triple charge my tunnel runners with dragons. And now, looking back at it, what I could have done if I was feeling a little bit clever at the time was to angle the demon next to the base of the tunnel runners so that he could only double charge the tunnel runners. It still would have probably killed them, but it would have meant that he couldn't send all 3 dragons in at the same time. He probably would have sent one into the demon in that case. So that was, yeah. But he ignored the Night Terror, which is the one silver lining, because it means that I can now pop him over the back and start to be annoying from next turn. But yeah, that's not looking very good for the set of wheels. And then he popped the casket backwards, the soul snare backwards, so that he could charge. He didn't really want to leave the hat balls just kind of lying around, so he sent in 1 unit of enslaved guardians, which will more than likely destroy that very weak unit. But it does leave me open to then charge them with the blight next turn, so we'll see how that goes. And then he obviously countercharged the slaves with the other guardians to get rid of them. He moved Mortibris up for some stealth bubble and some inspiring. And then moved up these other units. So really here, I think he's banking that the tunnel runners won't be able to kill them in a single turn, which is fair enough. They're 24 attacks, but they only hit on 4s. So going in there, that's a risk, but I think he's thinking he's got 2 units of enslaved guardians, 2 hordes. So even if I kill one, he's got a second one to come in next turn. So fairly safe bet, I would think. So yeah, that's all kicking off on turn 2. I love turn 2 combat.
2 for the king. Is it? Sorry.
So we're going to do a little bit of Wind Blast, I think. Although, to be honest, there's nothing that's amazingly useful to Wind Blast. They're not going to be out whatever I do with an 8. So, is there any actual point? Yeah, if you not put him behind there, they definitely would have been going back further into that train again.
Yeah. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Fool me once, etc, 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 etc.
Oh, do you know what? He's only just inspiring this unit. If I blow him sideways, he's not going to be inspired anymore. So we'll do a 5-inch inspiring on him because it's going
okay
that way. So
we're going to inspire my. Oh, you're going to Wind Blast this Thunderberry, yeah?
Yeah. 1. Okay.
Where's the thing? Nope.
Yeah, that's enough. So he's now out.
Yep.
He was literally just in before, so hey, that's quite useful, that.
Yeah.
I'll take that, because an unlucky double 1 could be very, very bad at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can't shoot. They're all in combat. So Mortibris on the damaged war engine.
Just having a lie down there.
So, yeah. So lightning 4. 3 hits.
What? Wait, how come you get 3 hits?
Northern King dice, look. BCB dice, very nice.
3s. 1.
Oh, are you defense 4?
Yes.
All right, 1 damage then. I guess that's all I need.
So he's up to 4, so you get a nerve check again.
So, yep. Test.
9, 11.
Pop.
Inspire. 5. And 4 is 9, so he
Wave
is
it again.
still wave.
I'll take it. It's fine.
The little war engine that wouldn't die.
Yep, but at least it's wavered. Okay, so on to melee. So let's do the slave combat.
Okay, giant bugs on slaves.
Yes. So 18 attacks.
And they're only a 12-14 because they're out of rally of everyone.
Yes, so on freeze. Ooh. Oh dear. Do you know what? I've seen better dice. Good job for only slaves. It's
Exactly.
like 50%. 2s.
All that crushing put to waste.
Okay. 8 damage.
8 damage. I shan't bother putting it down. 12-14. How about that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they're wavered.
Yes. So I couldn't kill slaves.
The little slaves that could.
So I can't back off, so you have to. Well, that's kind of frustrating.
Okay. Keys, love, I need to get the pan out.
I don't know, I think they're in the door. Okay. So this one.
Alright. Let's see if you can kill some a troop of hackpaws now.
Yes. I mean, theoretically, this should be easy enough.
Their defense 3.
3s again. Well, I mean, that's better than last time. Oh, why couldn't you kill slaves? Useless.
And 2s. 'Cause they're crushing 1,000,000, right?
Yep.
That should be enough.
3, 6, 9, 10.
And I think they're 12, something, or 10, 12 or something.
Yeah,
That's enough. And then he's not in 6, he's not inspiring.
No.
No, that's them.
No. They're gone.
Goodbye, hackpaws. You suck.
Life leech back to full. Okay, so we'll just get ready for you to come in.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just going to make sure that your flyer can't see me, because a flyer on the flank would be unpleasant.
With a flow, but you're not attacking it. So he's facing this. He's facing. Yeah.
He's facing that way, isn't he? So
I think he can see you.
just. So what I'll do is I'll just pivot it until he can't.
The edge of the woods is.
I think that would be okay.
Okay.
From the centre. So let me just check that's on the front of those, because I don't want to give you a flank.
It's very much a flank.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
dear. Well, in that case, I'll have to.
Which
think
would you like to
through.
be? Flanked by a dragon
Just a
or
minute
flanked by the
now.
blind?
Neither really. What I would probably do is give the flank to the slaves, in all honesty. Back to the original position, something like this.
You don't want to test the angle over here. Ugh.
Okay.
So demon in the.
I don't mind if you can see, especially if it's hindered. So I think we'll do that, because that way you'd have to plonk down into the.
Yeah, demon can't see him.
Oh, you can't see anyway. That's fine then. So yeah, they can flank. Don't care.
How rude.
I know. And they're hindered. Again, that's fine. And we're at a 12. Yes. Happy with that. If need be, I can pivot slightly more until I am. That's fine.
So that's 12 there. So currently they're just out. I'd say
Just
that.
out?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you have that.
Cool.
I'm so nice.
Well, I can pivot slightly more if need be anyway.
Yeah,
It's no problem.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I think that's all.
Just a triple dragon here.
So yeah, triple. Yeah, that should do something. Hopefully. Right. So let's do the 2 worms. So 9 each. So I might as well just roll 18. Oh, 9 each. 10 each, isn't it? Oh no, it's 9 each. 9 each.
So 18 on 3s.
4s.
4s.
Yep.
So I like to hear.
Yep.
Why would it have died, Joshua, if we'd left it in the boot?
Okay. And 5. So crush 3.
Yep.
So 2s. 2 whites.
3, 6, 7.
7 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hold that.
And
Okay.
then 12 attacks from Happy.
Happy? Yep. 4s. 3s. 7.
4s. I'm not so keen on 7s or 1s, so there's 1 at least in there. I think. Okay, no. Okay, 2s again. Not quite what I was hoping for, but still.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11 total, yeah?
Did it do 6 for the first time?
7.
7, so that's 12 then.
12 total, okay.
I thought it did 7.
So
Okay.
they are 16, 18 at the minute, I think. Let me just check. Sorry.
We got Rally 2, have we?
Rally 2 from the demon.
Oh, is he Rally 2? Ooh.
He is.
Okay, well, let's see what I can roll.
So they are a 16, 18.
Can I roll 6? Yes, I can.
And again.
Yep.
Yep, so they're gone.
Pop. That's an FFS dice. Here we go. FFS.
Never heard of them. Right. Goodbye, tunnel runners. You suck.
Okay.
So the actual bases of these ones, by the way, in case you're thinking, what's all that about?
Yeah.
Don't bother putting damage dice down with.
Okay, fine. So we're going to. So I can pivot and then bounce to an inch. So he's going to end up Just make sure you're on the front. You're happy with that? That's a front. I can't really get
do you
the
know
thing in, but it should be.
We'll sort this out off video, and then we'll take a picture afterwards. How's that?
Yeah.
All right, so just show you where they eventually all ended up. So a very long, interminable kind of turning and working out where we need to turn and lines of sight and so on and so forth. So the dragon, the model is actually, you can see in front of the demon. That's not where he ended up. The little blue base that's just peeping out from behind where the Apophis model is where he is, because they're all in a line. So he's facing that way towards the demon spawn. Okay, and Apophis is facing that way, so he turned 90, right? So the idea there is that those two are both facing the demon's front. So if I'm going to front charge one of them, I'm going to get flanked by the other the next turn. And then this bone dragon turned all the way around, so that is bad for me. So you look at where he is now, he can basically rear charge the blight if I don't move them, or he can rear charge those. I think maybe a flank on the slaves, or he can charge the standard bearer, or he can go into the flank of the shock troops. So that is not great. You know, it's only 9 attacks on 4s, however, he's going to do a significant amount of damage no matter where he goes. So that's where everyone ended up. Alright, so this was my response. So, not wishing to kind of get into a demon on dragon slap fight, which I would, 2-on-1, I would lose in the end. I instead saw the opportunity to just shoot the demon all the way over and just deal with the soul snare once and for all. So it was wavered last turn or hindered last turn, so it couldn't, not hindered, what's the word? Disordered. So it couldn't cast, and I didn't really want it to fly around healing up stuff all over the place. So I thought I'd just get rid of it once and for all with the demon. And then the blight, right? So I have got a turn of grace because the other two dragons are facing the wrong way. However, he can rear charge me with one dragon, and he can just turn the other way around and go forward and surge. So I could have 2 dragons in the rear of my blight if I don't successfully kill this unit. So it's 30 attacks, it's on 5s, I've got elite, but I am nervous about it. I'm not sure, but there's nothing else I could really do. The one benefit is that I wasn't able to move these shock troops. It comes to that in a minute. The shock troops have turned, we'll see in a minute, to offer some threat, so that if he does kill my blight, I can then pretty much wipe out whatever's attacked him next turn. But yeah, I was in a pretty poor situation. I didn't really know what else to do, so that's what I went for. So these slaves who were wavered then moved back 3, allowing the other slaves to go in to just delay that enslaved guardian horde even longer. So then the shock troops turned around again, so I can then offer some threat, and I moved the standard bearer behind them, hoping that I could protect him from a charge from anything. So that's where I went with those. And then I thought with the rest of them, I've put a ton of runners. My poor presentation skills. The tunnel runners obviously went into the enslaved guardians on the right there, and I moved this weapon team across because I thought I'd like to start laying some damage onto Mortibris just to get rid of him. How you can see where I put the tunnel runners, because I moved the weapon team first and then moved the tunnel runners, I don't actually have line of sight. So despite having moved the weapon team over, it's actually completely ineffectual this turn, can't do anything. And the warlock moved up to try and lightning bolt him as well. So yeah, so that was my movement on turn 3.
Alright, so turn 3 shooting. We've just worked out that this war engine is in completely the wrong place, and my intention was to shoot Mortibris. We've just worked out no line of sight, which is my bad. So instead we'll just... he can Bane Chant, can't he? So, these guys defense 5.
Yep.
2.
You're not in range though. You're only in range when you back up an inch.
For inspiring, but Bane Chant is 12, isn't it?
Oh yes, good point. Yeah.
So let's Bane Chant the blight first with the guy with the loot.
You can't see him. You directly behind your unit. The height one.
I'm not having the most successful battle. In fact, no, he can't do anything. Right, so in which case he will turn and Bane Chant the slaves again.
Okay.
So if I turn 90.
Yep, exactly 90, that's fine.
Yep. Yay, Bane Chant the slaves.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll Bane Chant these tunnel runners then.
Yep.
Bane Chant 3. Really messed this up. Wow, there. Hella Bane Chanted.
Wow, yes.
They are very Bane Chanted. Okay, can't shoot anything else because I'm bad at this game. Let's do the... Nobody's inspiring, isn't it? Let's do the casket then. So it's...
Yes. 39 attacks.
I'll start with 30 because that's how many dice I've got.
Sure. I mean... Yeah.
So, here we go. 30 attacks on 3s and 2s.
I think we can pretty safely double one this.
You sure?
In all honesty, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
If you insist.
I do. Yeah.
Doesn't make for good viewing, does it? Me rolling
it's still gonna
39 dice. Here we go. Double ones. Once, twice, twice.
Yeah, just once.
That was close.
It was close, but it's gone.
Goodbye, Mr. Casket.
Yes.
So we'll take him out. Now.
So yeah.
We've got a dragon facing
Hero
that way.
Quest casket.
It's really nice. I do like it.
Cheers.
So the dragon is going to turn so that this guy's in his front.
Okay.
Basically. Which it's hard to see with this stupid base, so let's get a proper base in. I'll borrow this one so we know where he is.
Fine.
So about lasers.
So at the moment you're facing
Sorry.
that way.
Oh.
Is that what you want?
No, sorry, I didn't, didn't recognise the arrow.
No worries.
I borrowed your laser here. But
It's
it's
fine.
not even working. Oh, it's okay. So to be your front would be there. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, fine.
He's facing that way. He's facing that way.
Yep.
So. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really need to do something about this piece. Okay, front's good. Light into these guys.
Yes.
I need something to happen here because we're going to get rear charged by 2 dragons, and I don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, I'll be honest. But 30 attacks on 5s.
Yeah.
It's a lot of dice, you never know.
With elite, 5s and 5s, it's not going to happen,
Oh,
is
yeah,
it?
yeah, good point, good point. Elites, I might have a few.
Elite! Oh, it's like having elves again, but worse. Much, much worse. Ooh, handle a couple.
Oh, actually, that's not bad.
Okay, here we go. That's a decent amount of dice.
More than I was expecting.
Sorry. More than I was expecting. And it's alright, they'll all fall off now. It'll be 1s. 5s.
Again. Now, if you've got a Bane chant off.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Actually, that's a lot more than I expected.
It's pretty good. 7. They're a dash 17.
They are. You might pop them, and then I'll cry.
10 once.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, yes!
Now, just 1 second. No, Waterbus is not very inspiring. So, yes, you're not quite in 6 inches.
Oh, thank heaven for that.
Didn't expect that coming. Oh dear.
So we will just, we're going to 180, unsurprisingly.
Yeah. Huh.
So we're going to end up...
Your average damage was about 3 or 4 there.
We did well. I acknowledge that we did well. Now these guys could turn, but they wouldn't be able to surge enough because they can't get enough of a turn in. So no. In fact, then I'm not even sure they can see.
The slaves are in the way anyway.
Yeah, no, they can't see. Alright, so we're just going to 180. Okay?
No, not in the least. Damn you.
I'm very happy with that. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did not expect it.
Okay.
Well, your centres moved quite a lot.
There you go.
I was like there.
There-ish. So
Yeah,
my
about
bad.
there.
I've got a picture. We'll check it
It's
afterwards.
fine.
In fact, did I take a picture of this? I didn't think I did.
don't know. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
Too late now.
I'm bad at this, and also bad at shonky movement. As has been putting out. Okay, right, fine. Well, that's good. Let's do some slaves into some dudes that aren't going to do anything.
I didn't think those blight would do anything, to be honest.
Hey, never underestimate the blight.
Yeah.
12 on 5s and 4s because they're Bane chanted. No, they're not Bane chanted.
No.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So 5s and 4s.
No. Didn't you fail that one and succeed this one?
Right, I can't remember. Let's say I failed. 5s. 3. And 5s. None. Go slaves. So we'll count about the inch to touch that unit there. Who should be directly in line with them. Okay. And now these bad boys, who should be about there. 24. So drop 6 of those. On 4s and 2s.
Ooh.
Okay, well, I'll take that. Looks alright. To me.
Yeah, it does look good. I don't like this.
2s.
If I lose 2 hordes in one turn...
We've still got 3 dragons, just like to point out.
Yes, that's still not good.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
2s? 2s? Oh, we've got TC2, haven't we?
Yeah. No, Thunderous 1, Crushing 1, but Bane Chanted.
Oh, that's nasty.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13.
Oh, my word. Okay, oh dear. This is the one that was always more likely to pop, of course. It was the other one I didn't expect. Okay, fine.
4 twice.
They're dash 18 at the moment.
5 twice. That's a 7.
Yes, please.
And that's an 8.
Yep, you got him. Oh dear.
Feeling better about my life. I'd like to point out, still got 3 dragons.
Yes, but that's a quarter of my army gone in one turn.
Let's now turn like that.
You are now officially winning the game.
Hey, not for long. Okay. And that's, I believe, the end of my turn.
Oh dear.
A very good turn. Happy about that.
Boom.
Alright, so Dan's turn 3. I've got to say I did with the Night Terror last turn, but I just I moved him up and turned him so he was a threat for next turn. Sorry about that. So, Dan's turn 3. So the first thing he did was to turn this dragon to move it up here. You can see the Arc of Sight template there, so it's out of the line of sight of both my Demon and the Blight, so still offering plenty of threat, but he didn't really feel like charging Ensnaring Blight in the front, which is understandable with a 9 attack dragon. And then Apophis just turned, so you can see again the range rulers that show that he's out of charge range of both the Blight and the Shock Troops. And then I made a mistake again, so I thought my Standard Bearer was safe where he was. When we looked at his line of sight, actually his dragon could very easily just hit the side of it. So it was, although I thought it was in his front or flank, whichever side was facing the Shock Troops, he actually wasn't. So that was a mistake. I really should have put him around the other side, but I didn't. So there you go, that's my mistake. So this dragon then charged right over the top of the Shock Troops into that Standard Bearer, which is a critical mistake. So let's see how that plays out. And then at the back, Mortimer's moved back alongside this troop of skeletons, whose days may well be numbered. And then he decided that he would take out the bigger threat rather than charging slaves again and again, which is pointless. The remaining unit of Guardians went into my Tunnel Runners. So yeah, that was Dan's turn 3.
Turn 3. Here we go. So
these are defense 5, aren't they?
they are defense 5.
So I think we need Bane Chan because we've got to kill that unit.
Yep.
Got to kill it.
Yep.
Got it. Thank goodness. Okay, so there's no other shooting. All the other Guardians are dead. Yes. Okay, combat then. So let's start with this one because it's super important.
It's super important.
Okay, fine. Go on, Guardians.
18 on 4s.
You can do it.
3s.
You can do it. Oh.
That's alright.
It is. I was hoping for over obviously.
Well, there you go. Yeah. And 2s?
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
11 wounds uninspired, and they are a 14, 16.
Oh, yes, got them.
Yep.
That was a big deal.
That was a big deal.
I needed that.
A deal breaker. I keep breaking those models.
I mean, you've still got possibilities coming in. So, I believe the dragon wrapped nasty thing can't see them. No, that's fine. That was the big deal, really. So, yeah, he can't see him. So we've just got slaves coming in.
Slaves! Yay!
Yeah, that looks fine. That's fine. Okay, so let's do him into your little army standards.
This is very rude.
To be honest, it might not get him because it's only 4s.
Yeah, and he is, well, he's quite been good.
Oh, sorry, too many dice. Apologies. 9 dice. It's just 9.
9.
Just 9.
3s? No, 4s.
Okay. Yes, 4s.
That
yes.
is not good.
3 hits.
Defense
yes.
4. So 2s.
Oh dear. 3
hits, 3 wounds. I'm going to put the damage down rather preemptively.
Let's just try and get like 12 or something. 8.
19,
11.
What is he?
It's your unit.
I really should have an army list.
Is he like 10 or 9 or something? I doubt he's very good.
Swarmkite is an 8-10. Well, currently
so
he's a 9. He's a 9-11.
So he's dead. That's 11.
And then we'll reroll it because he's a Standard Bearer.
Yay!
Yeah, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. He's dead again because he's a 9, 11.
Hurrah! Hurrah!
Boop.
Thank goodness. Because
let's just take a look at my unit because I'm quite proud of this
I would
unit.
have given you a flank.
Hello, I'm a converted
Should do a
orc.
complete turn. 90 and then bounce to an inch.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. That actually went okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a swingy game, I would say. Was that the end of the turn?
Yes. It was only the 2 combats. Equinox ran away.
It's not a lot, but I like it.
Yep.
Alright, so my turn 4. So, in response to that, the Blight just turned round to offer the front. So, this is really the best I could do because there's this dragon on the right hand side which could do all sorts of nasty stuff, but even the bone dragon on the left can just fly over a bit and then get surged in. So I, they're in some terrain, but you're in a forest, but it's not really big enough to cover the whole unit. So I did the best I could by turning them around. I moved the shock troops up, which then allowed my demon to fly. So the wooden base is where he actually is. The model's obviously next to it, but the demon flew over there and front charged the bone dragon. And my hope here was really I just had to try and get it in one go. Demon's 13 attacks, 3s and 2s. He's pretty strong, so I've got a good chance. And it's not inspired, and really that's the best I can do. I need to get rid of that dragon because it is in such an unpleasant position to wipe out hordes there, so he has to go. So yeah, high risk, but why not? So then we charge the slaves in the front and the Night Terror into the flank of the little troop of skeletons because they're there rallying things. They're really annoying. I can't reach Mortibris with each unit, so I thought, you know what, let's just do our best there. And then on the right hand side, so I could have charged the slaves into the unit of what are they called? Guardians. However, slaves are rubbish. And actually, and then he could have just turned and surged them into a war engine or something like that. So I thought instead of that, I'll move them into a position where they block so they can't charge into my demon if I fail or anything like that. Instead, I'll move these units. So I'll move the slaves up there to block and move these 3 units over and just try and shoot them off. I've got a reasonable amount of firepower there. Let's do our best to unleash. Now they are within Mortibris' stealth bubble, so I'm hitting on 5s, but that's still 25 attacks. If I roll well, I might do well, so we'll see how we go. So that's what I did on my turn 4.
Alright, for science. Come on, we can do it. So we're going to do 20 on 5s into these guys.
Oh yes, he's going to shoot my guardians up.
And I'm going to miss almost certainly one.
I hope not, because Mortibris says no.
Yeah, so 5s.
Yes.
Oh, that's not as good.
Glad it's not 4s.
They've got a lovely selection of slaves to charge next turn. So, you can charge these guys. And 4s. 3 wounds.
Ooh. Okay.
And then we'll top it up with a lightning bolt.
How rude.
Also on 5s.
Yep.
4s? No.
No.
Well, that sucked. Not got standard bearer because you killed him. Nope. They're feeling great.
Yes.
So we're going to get war engined next turn. Right then, let's see.
That demon has charged my bone dragon.
And he needs to kill him in a single go.
Yes, if it fails, he's going in the rear of your shock troops.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And Apathis is going to his flank.
Yes, possibly.
3s and 2s.
Mm.
2, 4, 6, 7.
So you need 10.
He gets an 11.
Oh!
Did I get it?
Yeah, you
Did I get it?
That's a big deal.
He's doing the happy dance.
It's gone. Oh,
That was good.
yes.
That was exceptional.
That's unfortunate.
So, we will now turn. So Pappy is in the front. He can't see me. In fact, so let's just turn all the way until Pappy is in the front, on the edge of my front.
Sure. Oh dear. That's starting to feel like the game's coming in your favour.
It's feeling good right now, I've got to tell you.
No,
It's feeling good.
if you can bounce a bit over here, that would be helpful.
You can still flank my blight with him.
Maybe. I don't think you'd kill them.
Well,
What about this
defense
combat?
3. Right, so we've got guy in the flank, 10 on 3 and 2.
Oof.
And 2s. Oop.
Crush 2, is he?
He's crushed 2. 2, 4, 6.
Okay.
And slaves in the front.
Yep. Might make a difference.
We didn't yellow belly again.
Oh yeah, roll it.
That's right.
No, it's fine.
12, 5s and 4s. Three. 2. 2 more. What are we up to?
We're up to 8, so 4 to pop.
I've lost the dice.
Seems doable. You can get 9 or 10 plus quite easily, so...
10.
Yeah, push you more 10.
5.
Oh, that's a pop.
Ooh. Just... Oh, look, they're falling apart.
Oh dear.
So currently, he can be seen by this dragon, I think.
Yep.
So if he overran, would he be able to get out of line of sight? He's 5'4", so...
I mean, I can see over your blight anyway.
If the dragon charges him, that would be quite annoying.
Well, maybe.
So we'll just turn him. So he'd just be like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So from there to there. And these guys will turn a little bit more. Don't be that there. So it's a front charge onto him. These dragons popping around all over the place. I don't know if he's within range.
There's only 2 now, though.
Only 2 dragons. I feel good about that.
Yes.
So actually, if I overrun,
Yeah.
2 or 3, I'd be out of charge.
Yeah. Would you rather do that?
If I can get these slaves, I can't. So we'll do a turn the slaves like this, so they're facing the rear of those guys. So feel free to rear charge me.
Okay.
And we'll charge him, and he would. So then,
At the moment, you know, overlap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So you,
I'll basically get like that.
okay. Fine.
Front, rear. Yeah. I do kind of want to kill Mortibrist with them though, to be honest. But I can't then turn the slaves like that because he'd be then overlapping me with overran, wouldn't he? So no,
Yes.
we'll have to just stick with that.
Okay.
Okay. End of 4. You're 4.
Okay, so down to turn 4. So, I made a mistake in my positioning of the demon. In turning him so that Apophis was just in his front. By shifting him over here, he's able to stay out of my line of sight. If I'd have turned him a little more, he'd have been quite protected. So, he did that. And then I also made a mistake in not noticing that the Bone Dragon could basically just whoosh, rather than flanking into my blight, just basically going right over here, behind the blight, out of line of sight of the shock troops, to attack my little Night Terror. So yeah. And then the Enslaved Guardians chose to charge into the flank of these slaves. And that's where we ended up. So that was, he's only got 3 units left, but he's making very good use of them, which is... it's always nice to play someone with this much skill and experience because it really shows you kind of how good they are at the game. So yeah, he's made the most use of the 3 units he's got here. So there you go. End of turn 4. Let's see how it goes.
Turn 4 for Mr. King.
Okay, so Mortibrist is throwing a lightning 4 at the damaged war engine.
4s. 1.
Ah, it's a shame.
3s. Yep.
1 damage, that is what I needed. Okay, fine. Then I'm doing a Drain Life 6, I believe, from Pappy. Yes, Drain Life 6 onto your Blight.
With the blight.
Well,
Isn't Drain Life 6,
sorry,
6 inches?
these guys, what are they called?
Shock troops.
Shock troops. Then. Elite. Aha, 4 hits.
That's 4.
Hits in 1, 3 damage. And sadly no one needs healing, but still.
They've taken 3 damage.
Never know, it might double 6 or something.
You never know.
Okay, so tests on the war engine. Pop.
Okay.
Pop.
So 11.
11.
Yep.
Hooray! And then the blight, double 6. No.
That's because you call them blight, not shock-tooth. They're very offensive.
Sorry. Oh, no, I rolled for the wrong year. Guess what? Okay, fine.
Nice try.
Combat. So let's do the Bone Dragon into your thing.
Night Terror.
Yes, him. Yes, that I think. So 9 attacks on 4s. Under. Yeah, I need to roll over really to get that. Okay, 2s. 4 damage.
4 damage, so he's a 12. No, see, he's a 12, 14.
I just need to roll a 10 like you can. No, not even wavered.
4 damage.
Bother. Okay, well, to be honest, there's nothing on him, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, then the Guardians. Do you want me to roll these? It's 54 attacks.
No, I just want you to roll double ones.
Okay, I don't want to roll a double one, I'll be honest. I didn't roll a double one.
And there's no inspire, so they're gone. Just shuffle them out.
And then...
And you're going to turn back.
Neatly arranged it so I can just pivot and protect Mortibris.
Look at that beautiful positioning.
We checked it before.
We did.
So it would exactly align onto it. Okay, oh yeah, that's theirs. So that's all the combats. Over to your turn 5.
Turn 5.
Okay, so it's my turn 5. And really, I mean, I'm in a good position here. Let's face it. He's got 3 units left, but 2 of them are dragons. So I'm conscious of that, and they're on opposite sides of the battlefield, so that's not great. So what I've got in my blight here, I can turn around. So they're now straddling 2 objectives, right? So that's a total of 3 points. And the 3-pointer in the middle, I need to fly my demon onto in the last turn so that I can kind of snaffle that up and really make it secure. However, Apathis is a threat, so the blight and the shock juice both turned to face, as did the demon. Okay, so I need to kind of get my line of sight right this time so he can't fly out of my charge arcs. So that's what I've done this turn. The Night Terror's gone into that Bone Dragon. That Bone Dragon is a problem. The Night Terror's not going to kill him. I can delay him for a turn, but I need to get things in place so that when he kills my Night Terror, I've got some threat against him. What could I have done? Realistically, I could have probably flown the demon over there to face him next turn, but I don't want to be in the charge. So I really need to sort out the enslaved guardians. So charging the slaves into them would delay them for a turn. That would be perfect. But I failed my yellow belly, so a critical failure there. I couldn't charge into them, so instead I moved these 2 up to try and continue to shoot them off. They are still protected by Mortibris, but I need to do what I can. So it's a very tentative position. I've got overwhelmingly more unit strength, but he's got much more flexible, kind of more movable units. So, and the threat of surges all the time is there. So yeah, that's where we are. Let's see how it went.
Turn 5. So I'm just basically pivoting and pivoting and pivoting, which is sucky. And I like to pivot them just a little bit more. I'm honest. What? Little bit more. What? Like that, just in case you do charge him in his front, which is here, despite the anyway. Right, so we are going to shoot these guys again.
Yes, the stealthy guardians.
10 on 5 and 4 from this guy.
So you've got less attacks this time, so odds are you'll do more. That's how it works. Yeah?
That is how it works. Well, with these, not with these dice. These are the terrible dice. 3 and 4s. 1 wound.
Well, I mean, it's more than none. That replaces the life leech that just happened last turn. It's good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's roll 5 dice rather than 6 because we don't like cheating.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt, 5s and 4s. Oh, that's what I like to see.
What?
4s. 2.
Oof.
What are they on now?
They're on 5.
5 whole damage.
Double 6 twice, you can pop them. I mean, if anyone can, it'll probably be you.
Hey! No.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this little chap over here.
Yes.
The little Night Terror that could.
Yes.
5 on 3s and 2s. That's less good. 3. 2 wounds.
So, can you roll a 15?
No. Is he dash 17?
Yes.
No point in even trying, frankly. He can't fly, that's the most important thing.
No flying this turn.
Okay. And that's it, because you're just running around in circles around me, so that's the end of my turn 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so down to turn 5. So the first thing with the Bone Dragon obviously went back into the Night Terror to wipe him out. And then Apathis moved up here. Now, you may think this is a strange move, because he can be charged by the demon. He can also be charged by the blight. And, that the blight would effectively wipe him out. However, the Guardians and Mortibris moved up here, and you can see now the Guardians are very surgible. into the flank of my Blight. I think he needs a 7, so he's got both surging units in a place where he can surge with Mortimerus and then finish off with Apathis to surge into the flank of my Blight. Unhindered on his 3s and 2s. That would be 36 on 3s and 2s, so that's his plan basically. Which leaves me in a very bad position, because then the shock troops are once again facing the wrong way. The demon is facing the right way. However, if the surge fails, he's out of line. You see the arrows from my demon spawn? He's out of line of sight, the demon spawn. So, yeah, really good move. Let's see how it plays out.
Okay, so turn 5 for the
shooting.
forces of whatever they are.
So we're trying to do a double surge Guardians into the flank. So we're starting with Mortimerus, surge 10. So I need to roll pretty good. Let's see if I can get it.
That is good.
I rolled. I think he's done it by himself. 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's what he needed, so 7 into the flank.
Yeah. Didn't expect that. Okay, so in that case, he may as well do a drain life on something. 36 attacks. They should be dead, shouldn't they? We took in 24 hits.
Oh, dash 22.
So yeah, they're dead. So I might as well throw a bit more damage on these guys with the drain life. So onto your what are they called?
They're called shock troops.
Shock troops. I always think storm vermin, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I can't get out of my head.
One of the players.
Okay. 3 hits.
3s.
Yep. 2 more. All right. We're getting there. Might get them eventually. Okay. So testing.
Oh no, this guy. Oh yeah.
Yes, testing, shooting, double 6 on.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Yep. Not quite a double 6, whatever that is. Okay, so combat. Let's do this bone dragon. Now I really need him to die so I can turn him round and get onto the rear of everything. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4s. Oh, it's below again considerably.
Oof. And that's 5, so 2s.
3 more damage. That's 7.
7. He's 12, 14. Once. That's it.
Got him.
7 and 7 is 14, so he's done.
Yes. Oh, thank goodness.
He did a good job this turn. I've got to say, this game he's done all right. I'm pleased with him.
Okay, fine. So at this point, I can happily turn round to face everything. Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay.
Gives me various options. Yep, fine. Right, let's do the flank charge of craziness.
So 36
Yes.
on 3 and 2.
Is exactly how many dice I have on the table.
How convenient.
I know, as if I thought this through.
You were just planning for this for the whole game.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, oh dear. So, 3s. This is where I wish I did the drain life into the unit, but to be honest, barring terrible dice, it's just not needed. And these look fine.
So 1, yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a big 2 there.
Where, sorry? Oh, yes, fine. Okay.
Yep.
2s. 2s. That wasn't actually great dice, but should still be fine. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Maybe it was a slight gamble. I did roll under.
So they rallied 1, so they're a dash 22.
Pop. No inspiring.
No inspiring. He gets them.
Oh, yes.
Oh, now we're talking.
Okay, so life leech. So we shall do a bit of pivotiness. And I think we're going to do something sneaky if I can. Put you on the front, but into terrain if you charge me.
Yeah.
That's the hope. So I might need to pivot slightly more. I'm just checking. Yeah, at the moment that's fine. So if we do something like that. A little bit much. There we go. That's the front. You happy with that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So in your centre onto that, hopefully. Right, cool. You're 6.
Right then.
All right, so my turn 6. I've got some options, but then none of them are really very good. So I can only turn these around to face the Guardians and face Apathis. And then I did have the option to charge the demon into the Guardians. However, I'm thinking, it's turn 6. I need to get to some kind of token. So instead, I charge the slaves into the dragon just to try and slow him down for, for a turn, so that he can't move out. He can still get that 1 point token that's behind him. The guardians are sitting on a 2 point token. Okay, so they need to die, but there's a 3 point token on the right. So I flew the demon over to stand near that 3 point token. Okay, so that's 3 to me. And then I move these guys over to try and shoot off the enslaved guardians. So they've got, is it 3 damage? I can't remember. A bit of damage. If I can shoot them off, then he's only got the 1 point for the top, and he can fly Apathis on to the 1 point token, which would be 2. So I would have 5 from the shock troops who are within 3. And yeah, so 2 from the shock troops being near that 2 point token, and the demon being on the 3 point token. So that'd be 5 to his potential 2. If I fail to kill them, he can just fly Apathis forwards or to the left. My horde would cancel out his horde, and he would have 2 to my 3. Or he could bounce my unit back essentially off that token, and he would essentially have 4, and I would win. So he would win rather. So it's not looking really great for me. So I really need to kill that horde with one go, and that's where we left it. So let's see how that goes.
Right, I've got a plan. It's gonna be fine.
Yes.
So to talk about what's gonna happen, I need to kill these guardians with these 2 units in one go. Otherwise, he's just gonna wind blast these guys backwards, off the objective,
Win the game.
and win the game.
Yes.
Because I'll have 3, and he will have 3. Oh no, because he can move over there and get 4. Right.
I approve.
Strong dice.
Yes.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Question is, how many 4s can you roll?
4s and 4s.
Yes.
Not enough. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Or
It's average.
It's average, yeah. 4s. 2.
Okay, so it's now on 6 damage. Okay.
And lightning bolt.
Yep.
4s and 4s.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the hill. 3. 1 above.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'll move that.
Nice.
4s. 2.
Oh, not liking that. That's in the realm of one of your lucky dice rolls.
Hey, what did you say? Here we go then. How many do I need? 9.
So you need a 9.
Once.
Looks like it.
For again. Possibly. It's an 8.
8. They're fine. Oh, phew.
Fuck. And then some slaves
Nice
going
try.
into a dragon
Yes, bone dragon.
for hilarity's
This is
sake.
slaves.
And we did do a yellow belly roll, and they passed it this time.
We did.
5s and 5s.
That's where they pop him. Oh. If you don't get a damage, you're in a bad place.
I am in a bad place. Nope.
No, that's a 4. 1 damage. You
Oh, it's a 4! It's a 4!
You got lucky. Damn it. Damn it.
Can I kill it?
Flight is gone. No, you'd need to roll a 15. They bounce. Yeah, through an inch away, it's fine.
Yeah, we're already an inch
we
away.
know they're just out of 3 when they
They're already
bounce.
off dead anyway. That's it in my turn 6. Wind blast time.
Okay, so he doesn't actually need to Wind Blast, as we see. So he sends the Guardians down into my horde. And essentially he just needs to bounce back. I think I'm within 3. I should be within 3. Anyway, that's irrelevant because by sending Apathis over here, 20 essentially just going 20 forward, he cancels out my command of that 3 point token. So 1 and 1 means that there is no score for either of us. So he gets 2, depending on the measurement of my. I can't remember how far away the shock troop is or not. And then obviously he's going to kill my slaves who are already heavily damaged with the bone dragon, and then get that 1. So whatever happens at this end of this turn 6. Either it's a cancelled out 2 and it's 1-0 to him, or it's 3-0 to him. So yeah, not great for me. So Mortimerus comes down here. Let's watch turn 6. There could be a turn 7. There could be a turn 7. We shall see.
Here we go. Deciding turn.
Bone dragon, can I kill the slaves? Oh, at last.
Apparently so.
No. What am I talking about? He's still terrible. Above.
2s.
Under again. 4 damage.
That'll
Okay,
do
so
it.
Veron double 1.
And they are
They're dead.
absolutely dead. Yeah, that's it.
Fine. So we know he's already within 3, so I don't think I really need to move him, but we'll just check. Yep, fine. I'll just... Oh, yeah, because I pivoted him, so yeah, that's fine. I'll just pivot a little bit just to make sure. Give
Okay.
yourself options.
1 point.
Yep. Okay.
I need a turn 7.
Guardians. So, 18 attacks.
Yeah.
Freeze. You've got 5 damage, so I might get lucky. We'll see. Or I could roll like that and get about 50% hits.
Oh, it's...
Oh, where? What are you doing to me, dice? That's horrible. Horrible.
2s.
3, 6, 7. Oh,
7, so they're up to 12 damage.
10. I've just got to roll double 6. It's easy. No. Well, let's hope we don't get a turn 7 then. Okay.
So at the end of turn 6, we have 2 points to Dan, 3 points to Dan, no points to me because this is contested. They are both 1.
Yeah.
So it is a 4-0.
I don't really want to
3-0.
turn 7, please.
3-0. Here we go.
So, do we have a turn 7?
Yes!
Do.
Well then,
Okay.
let's go for it.
So, turn 7. So obviously, the shock troops go back into the Guardians. I need to kill them, and that gives me 2 points. However, I've got a slight problem because the demon can only turn around to face Apathis and the Bone Dragon. And I'm sitting on a 3-point token. And that's all I can really do, thinking about it. I could have flown... No, see, I couldn't. There's nothing else I could do. That's pretty much all I can do. So... Then I move these guys up onto... I'm just trying to think about what I could have done. What I could have done, what I did do, if there's anything that was better. Let's have a look. So these guys move up on the hill. We need to shoot the Bone Dragon off to stop him claiming that token, because then I get 2... we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so the Bone Dragon needs to die. The Guardians need to die. And then the Demon just needs to hold steady for a turn. That's my thinking of this turn. Let's see how it goes.
Turn 7.
Yes.
So we're down to this.
Damn it. If only we'd ended on 6. I would have won.
You would have won.
Wasn't for those pesky kids.
Hey, I think I probably would have been you.
Right.
So, weapon team, 4s and 3s.
Yeah.
No, not what we wanted.
Oh.
2 damage.
Okay. Up to 3.
And 2 lightning bolts, just do them at once.
Sure.
Oh no, I can't because one of them's will cover.
Oh yes, good point.
Okay, first lightning bolt on no cover. 4s. Ooh, and 3s. Wow. 4.
Okay, so we're now on 7. Starting to look possible.
5s. Wow.
Oof. Okay, and now I'm a bit worried.
3s. 2 more.
Ooh, on 9. I don't like that.
9 damage. So he's a dash 17.
Yes. 8 needed.
Once.
Yes. 7. He's fine.
Ooh. Well, fine. Okay. Okay, so. Right. Shock troops into Guardians. 25, 3 and 4 defense 5?
Yes.
3 and 4. 3 and 4, elite and vicious. Here we go. Just the 1. Oh, great.
That just means pretty much everything else hits, so I mean, that's kind of okay.
What about that, 2s?
Another 2 then. Yep.
3 and 4s. Oop. Rubbish.
And to be honest, because we're already damaged.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay, so they're now on 12 and they are inspired, so you need 5 twice.
Was that a 5, 6, 7 there?
It was on 12, yeah.
They already had. Was it a yellow
We only
5?
had a little bit of damage.
They had a yellow and 2 whites, wasn't it? So 5, 6, 7.
No, they were down to like 3 or whatever it was.
But one of them was yellow.
If you say so, fine. I didn't think it was. What damaged them?
I don't know. But they definitely had a yellow ring on it.
Oh, if you say so, fair enough then. My mistake.
Hang on a second, pause the video. I was completely wrong, as usual. So what are they on?
So we're on 12, so you need 5 twice.
Right. And we also dropped the camera and dice went everywhere.
Dice explosion.
What do I need to say again?
5 twice.
5 twice.
5 once. Got it. 5 twice. You got it.
Alright.
Boom.
Nice unit though, beautiful, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. So, to stay within 3, I can borrow that, if you don't mind. So I can turn all the way around to there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, be there, censored. It's just so you don't charge me with them, but well, that's possible actually. They've got 12 damage. I can't do anything about it, so...
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we have a dragon on a 3-point token.
Yes.
Currently nothing, because it's equalled out.
Yes.
I got 2, you've got 1.
Yes.
He could fly over and get this 2, and that'll be a draw. In fact, I won't just do that. Fly him there, 1. Fly him there, 2.
Alternatively, if both charge your rat demon, I win the game.
If you kill him.
No, I don't have to kill him. Because then I've got 2 unit strength to your 1. All I've got to do is charge and do no damage and I win.
Oh,
sorry.
didn't spot that.
No.
Well, that's it then, game.
Probably. Well, yeah.
Right, it is game, isn't it?
It is, it is.
Congratulations, sir.
Cheers, man.
Alright, so outplayed at the end. Congratulations once more.
Thanks, Steve.
For the second time. I know it was a draw last time we played. So, yeah. We just reflecting that there was that 1 point of nerve roll on that dragon, but as soon as that happens, I was just out. So
yeah, it's a good job it has life leech, isn't it?
Yeah. That was very close actually, because you nearly forgot to take that damage off as well.
I did. So yeah, it was quite a big deal. But no, that was a super close game.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Well, let's play again soon, and I'll see you again. Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh, I forgot to do dramatic pose.
So pipped at the end there. But really nice. I found this lovely close-up. This is one of Dan's units. These are his enslaved guardians. As you see, they're just so nice. So well done to Dan. Really good to play him. Never underestimate a dragon. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed watching. I certainly enjoyed playing him. I hope to play him again soon. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.